And he did not drop his item. Well, balls. His item, which we will get as a guaranteed drop later, is a helmet which looks like his head. Makes you look pretty neat, actually. I do like wearing it, even though it's heavy as fuck. And its protective stats aren't really that great. Now, we could... Normally there would be a hollow that would run up in here and close this gate to prevent you from going in, but since I already opened and closed this gate, I broke his trigger, because they don't want him to trigger every time you come through here and close that gate again. And that guy's trigger was a little bit broken too. I wonder why. Oh, he must have... Yeah, normally what would happen is that hollow would run up there, and you, chasing him, would run in here and be ambushed by several dudes. Both dudes on the side there you saw. But I think what happened there is they were within the radius of the alluring skulls effect. So they moved a bit. Or I pulled them out of their hiding space, effectively triggering them. And... out of my way, tables. Trigger warning. Effectively sort of getting them into their attack positions early. So kind of messed up their ambush there. The mystery key there is used to open the cell of a character in the Undead Parish. Where we have been in there when we fought the large guy with a mace, and when I did my 10 million years of grinding to get these weapons. But we never saw his cell particularly. He is a fun fellow named Lautrec, Kareem, I believe, who does bad things. And you can stop him from doing bad things and get a very good item early in the game. But because I kind of want to get his armor, which you can't get if you just murder him early on. Speaking of murdering early on. You can't get his good item. Oh, Night Shield there. They give it to you here, and it seems like it's a really good item, but it's actually not nearly as good as the shields you can buy from Andre, because they all stop 100% damage and are much lighter. But I think they have slightly less stability, but whatever. But no, I want to get Lautrec's armor, which you can't get by killing him early in the game. You have to do it the right way, and damn it. Making my life difficult. There we are. Surprised you didn't die. I'll kill you through your shield. Alright, is this area looking familiar to you yet? It should. This is the way that we would get to this area normally if we hadn't been able to bypass this entire place using the master key. Come back here, buddy. There we are. Entirely useless to me, but... and we are good. I'm going to run in here and see Andre real fast, buy a couple of shards, maybe upgrade this shield. Or should I put it into endurance? It's a good question. Shields are useful to upgrade in this game because they increase your stability. In Dark Souls 2, they aren't really that useful to upgrade because, if I remember right, they don't really increase your stability, and they don't really increase the damage blocked by that much. I may be wrong. But in this one, it does increase your stability, which makes upgrading a shield more worthwhile. Let's just level it up once. Well, let's level it up once. One step closer to our good armor.
Well, I don't know what the use it need.
See if we can reinforce the weapon at all. Ah, we can't reinforce our boulder side sword. We can't reinforce the boulder side sword yet because we don't have the ember needed to do it. We get that from the sewers. Or not from the sewers, but, well, yes, from I suppose you can call it sewers. It's the depths. We get that from the depths. And before we do before we can get that, we have to beat the Capper Demon, which is everybody's favorite early game ruiner of new players, because he's frankly a little unfair. A lot of the trouble with his boss fight comes from his arena, which is quite small, and oftentimes you find yourself getting hung up on things, or worse yet, you find your camera getting hung up on things. Well, let's come here. We are coming down to Firelink Shrine for the sole reason that I'm going to try and beat the gargoyles now. And the gargoyles are a rather difficult fight early game here, so I want to have 10 SSVs. They're not a horribly difficult fight, obviously, but they are not by any means easy. And one of the things in Dark Souls is you take every advantage you can get. So I am going to try. I will not summon for the gargoyles, although I could if we wanted to see if we wanted to see Lautrec and Solaire again. If we summon Lautrec for this boss fight, he appears in the boss fight of the Gaping Dragon. So we may do that. I'm not entirely sure where he spawned, where his sign spawned, honestly. But first we have to go rescue him. Come on down. Stab right over my head. Stairs were giving me an advantage there. Ironically, the high ground is the disadvantageous place in Dark Souls, usually. Let's try and get rid of all these hollows that the guy is using there. My, but does he have a lot of them? They carry absolutely nothing good. I wonder if he'll drop us anything fun. Where did you come from, sir? Did one of you reincarnate as the same annoying corpse? I listen to him speaking. Come on, throw another attack at me so we can hear you. Interestingly, his little cloak thing there. Odd, I blocked that and I didn't take damage. I could have sworn that his weapon did magic damage. His is another set of armor that I really like that we may be wearing later in the game. It is the heaviest armor that is generally attributed to mage characters. He is what is known as a snatcher, I believe. Somebody who is stealing human, or maybe it doesn't have to be human, but he's stealing test subjects for Seath the Scaleless's weird magical experiments. So a lot of tracks in there. Humanity's here. What's our weapon doing? We got plenty of room. We don't need to repair it yet, I mean. We gotta make sure not to break our weapons. It's always a nuisance. Head on up here. Now this, I believe, would be opened by the master key.
Oh, still human, are you? Then
We have the
I
mystery
am in
piece, and I
luck.
think we'll use that.
Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
Yeah. It uses the right key if you have it.
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I truly appreciate this. And I guarantee a reward. Only later.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very sorry. Your reward will have to wait. I've just been freed.
Mm-hmm. So this guy tells us he'll help us at some point in the future. Well, he seems a trustworthy enough fellow, right? So unlike Dark Souls 2, you can't unhollow yourself without visiting a bonfire. I don't think I'll show off summoning if I can help it. Summoning, there are a couple boss fights where summoning is very useful. The Centipede Demon is one that I remember. But oftentimes summoning, especially NPC summons, is more trouble than it's worth, because every time you summon one of them, they greatly increase the health of the boss. Which, considering they are not very useful, they've got a lot of life, but essentially when you summon an NPC summon, they're a distraction. They're not a damage dealer. Alright. So what we're going to do is run in there, apply this lightning resin to our weapon. And I think I'm definitely going to unequip that. I will equip our black fireballs. Both fire and lightning do great damage to these idiots. Magic too. Really, these guys have no real elemental or special resistances. So just using anything except pure physical damage is great against them. Mainly, that's because most characters won't have anything except pure physical attack. Except for these firebombs and gold python resin, if you're lucky. I think they resist better against magic than they do against elements, though, for the wizard classes that run up in here. Pyromancer finds them real fucking easy. Now, can you guess what we're fighting? Although I think I've already said it a couple dozen times. So, lightning on. Pull that off our bar real fast. I want to use multiple if I can help it. What I want to do is deal as much damage as I can, as quickly as I can to this guy, and hopefully either kill him or get him very near death before his partner hops in when he's at half health. Or I should say, his partner's going to hop in regardless when he's at half health, but his partner takes a little time to spawn in, so I want to do as much damage to him as possible, as quickly as possible, so I can hopefully kill him or badly injure him before his partner finishes spawning. Ooh boy. This might not be much of a fight. bit. Not close enough for that. These bastards unfortunately start breathing fire like a motherfucker. There we are. Unfortunately, I did manage to cut off his tail, but what are you gonna do? Take a good look at this one. He's actually different from the other one. If you notice, he's not wearing a helmet. His wings are much more broken. And he's missing his shield. I believe his axe is different too. I believe it's more broken up. So this guy clearly has seen better days. Especially after being stabbed in the guts like that. Gargoyle help. Aren't we just a fabulous motherfucker? Fabulously fat. Peacewise the Fat must continue to be unreasonably agile. And up we go. Probably kind of a waste of our pine resin there, but it is always better to murder with extreme efficiency, in my opinion. There is no kill like overkill. On up here. Hello, Mr. Gargoyles. I'm certainly glad they didn't spawn in a dozen of you like in Dark Souls 2, when they redid this fight almost verbatim, except with more gargoyles. One of the more lazy decisions on their part. So now we have rung the first bell, and the unknown phallic object, which we are attempting to awaken, has hit the snooze alarm. Assumedly. This isn't quite enough to wake him up. And down we go. Now let's go meet us a friend. Down again, burn our hands off. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. And this is Oswald of Kareem.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Kareem, the Paul.
Yep.
Thou art a friend.
I like his gear. Got a nice hat.
Warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse?
Man, this sword is so long, I am just
He who sinned is
gently stabbing everyone. Let's learn Gesture, the, well, what is it? Favorite of jackasses. And cool guys. Purging Stone. I'm going to buy one of these, just in case. Just in case the unfortunate happens and I end up getting caught in the death breath of a certain sewer dwelling monstrosity. Because the thing it prevents, or not the thing it prevents, but the thing it cures, curse, is a stats effect so ungodly annoying that they never used it before this, and they've never used it again. I think they realize that it might just be a wee bit too mean. Look at these corpses respawn when I come down here and wiggle about. Now, we didn't use a single Estus flask, and I'm not hurt at all. Things have gone well for me. In fact, so well that I'm going to take a friend home. Come with me. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh. He vibrated out of existence. Disappointing. Now, we're going to go try and kill the Capra demon. Right after I level up. Now, what is the best way to get to Capra? All we have, because what we have to do is go back to the bridge with the dragon on it. How fat are we now? How fat can I be? That's too fat. Aha! But that is not too fat. How close to fat are we? I think we have a little bit to spare. Can we put on our lightest clothes? We cannot. Boo. So we will be gloveless. But don't we look sick? Oswald. Or not Oswald. Lautrec. That's who you are.
Hello there. I have your reward. Please, accept it.
So he gives you a sunlight medal, an item that you would normally get for helping somebody beat a boss in co-op if you're part of the Sun Bros, or if you're happen to just be co-oping with the Sun Bro.
I am grateful to you for freeing me. Not enough for you? Well, let's not be greedy now.
Yeah. And of course, he... I've got nothing to say. He isn't a Sunbro, though, so it makes you wonder exactly how did he get hold of one of those?
Why, what a surprise. I didn't think... Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you? You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide.
Let's change that. Changing which ear my earpiece is in. I don't know about you guys, but earbuds really start to bother me after a little while. I'm trying to think, what is my best option for getting back up there? I want to get up there without being murdered by the dragon. Always a hard thing to do, not to get murdered. I guess I'll just run through Undead. I'm closer to here than anywhere else, obviously. Ow! Nice toss. Nice toss again. I'm gonna have to murder you, aren't I? You're not gonna give me the benefit of just running past, I have to murder you. A nuisance you are. Humanity. Rats give humanity. Don't ask me why rats give humanity, but rats give humanity. Go. Drink myself some Sunny D. Right here. Ouch. Up here. We'll set ourselves up at that bonfire there. Yes. Not gonna heal. I want to. Ouch. Motherfucker hit me while I... Oh no, I took a literal arrow to the back of the head. Oh geez, I'm a comedy routine now. Okay. I can run up there. Yeah, I'll run up there. I should be able to get through here. Even if the dragon does toast me, I should be able to run back to the thing I need to get to. Let's head up here. Get him too. Thank you for that. As you can see, you get about 500 souls for 430. against us. We're gonna keep running. Alright. Take a chug of that. And come down through here. This was the door we needed to get through. Quite a long drop. Grind our palms right off. And we're going to take a quick right up here and open a shortcut. Here is that door that I said was a shortcut to an earlier area, or to a later game area. Stick my head out here so you can recognize where we are. That right there is the area with the bonfire, which we just sat at. Ow. Please stop it. I am not a fan of you beating me, sir. Now then. Welcome to Lower Undeadburg. Well, darn. These dogs are nasty. But not too terrible. The real problem with them is when you get them in open areas, they tend to do a lot of running and jumping about, which makes getting a solid hit on them quite hard. Let's increase our harem.
Anybody, help me. Unlock the door. Damn, I'm finished. How did this...
Yes. Let's increase our... Oh, we can't open this one without the residency. I could have sworn you could. Well, we can't let our harem go unincreased, our man harem. Is it considered still a harem if it's a woman collecting men? Or is that a reverse harem? I'm unsure of the economics of group love. Let's run back out here. We'll buy the residence key from our friendly shop owner. Ooh, a Titanite. Give me a whack. Thank you, sir. At some point, I am going to have to go back to Andre and buy myself the smith box and the repair box. Let's log on. There we go. And you, sir. Enough of that. More of that.